Well, Jen and Brent, flags are at half-staff across the state and right here at Windsor Locks Town Hall. And that is because of the tragedy that happened in Nashville, killing 3 students and 3 adults. And now here in Windsor Locks, every school is going to have their own resource officer. 2 are going to be added in September and another by 2024.
We're coming to you saying that we're bringing a partnership together, that we're willing to pay both sides of the aisle to fund our school safety.
One by one, residents of Windsor Locks trickled into the town hall to find out whether schools will be getting additional school resource officers, a decision that was supposed to be made on Tuesday night, but the town's financial committee couldn't agree to funding. So Wednesday, the debate turned from whether it will be funded to how.
The only debate from my perspective is the funding mechanism.
Now, the Board of Finance ultimately voted to move the expense of the SROs to the Board of Education budget. This was after the superintendent spoke up to ask them to do that when a few board members weren't in favor of allocating the funding to the police budget.
When I felt like I needed to kind of save the conversation was when it shifted from how to fund the position.
The board decided to allocate $110,000 to add these officers.
Ultimately, my goal is to have an officer in each school, and that's what we would achieve with that budget.
And while this meeting was already on the agenda, the tragedy in Nashville reignited the debate over the need of SROs. Parents calling it a win for the community after a swatting incident in a couple of schools back in October.
Don't want anything like that happening in our little town. We've already had a couple scares already, and really don't want it to actually happen. So hopefully having the SROs will prevent that.
And now a school resource officer is already at Windsor Locks High School, but by September, the middle school and an elementary school should be seeing one in their hallways. In Windsor Locks, DeAndrea Turner, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.